Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, September 23rd. And looks like for the most part we're going to be dry today. Cannot rule out a shower, but I think for the headlines it looks like we're going to have plenty of clouds through the day into tonight and into Saturday. And I think we'll have conditions be dry most of the time. Can't rule out a shower here and there, but again, most areas, most of the time it will be dry for area football games. Lots of homecomings this evening as well. Our normals for the day, our normal high is 67, the normal low is 45. And if we look at the conditions around the area yesterday, you can see temperatures mainly in the low 80s across the region, mid 80s, very humid conditions out yesterday. Lansing picked up a pretty good shower, about 0.13 of an inch there, but for the most part it was dry across most of the area. If we look at conditions around the area this morning, you can see very warm out there for this time of year. Our temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, and it's also very humid, and that's why we can't totally rule out a shower. But we've got northerly winds now moving in, and that'll bring some cooler, drier air into the region. And if we look on satellite, you can see those clouds dropping into the area. Most of the showers and thunderstorms, again, for I don't know how many days in a row, we see a lot of showers and thunderstorms developing over in Iowa. And again, but those will be sinking to the southeast. As you can see, some cooler, drier air moving in as these, and the lower level wind flow really shows that pretty well. You can see our winds coming out of the northeast. And again, that'll bring that cooler, drier air into the region for the weekend. Still not too far from normal, and I think we got more warm air as we get towards the middle or end of next week. But until then, it'll be very comfortable with temperatures in the 60s to 70s here over the next 3 or 4 days. If we look at the radar out there, you can see those thunderstorms across Iowa. Again, they'll be sinking off to the southeast here, and most of the state, most of the time, will be dry, though again, we can't rule out a pop-up shower, especially I think during the late morning into the early afternoon hours when we get a little bit of surface heating, and that could create enough instability to touch off a shower here and there. If we look at the weather map this morning, you can see that stationary front that's been pretty much in place for the last quite a few days. Again, waves of low pressure moving along it, but now this front's going to sink to the south, and you can see by Saturday that'll be quite a bit south of us. Heavier rains as the warm front tries to develop off to our west, and I think as we get into Sunday night, we're going to see those area of showers and thunderstorms begin to move into the area. Again, they'll be quite scattered in nature, but I think as we get into late Sunday night into Monday, I think we'll have a pretty good shot at showers and a couple of thunderstorms as well. If we look at the next map, you can see over the, this is the high resolution rapid refresh. This is over the next about 12 to 18 hours. You can see they are trying to indicate up to on a tenth and a half an inch of rain across parts of mid-Michigan. And again, this will be the best chance where we might see a scattered shower, but again, I think we're only talking about a 20 or 30% chance. And again, most of the time it will be dry out there. If we look at the, we're going to skip past that one, and you can see the temperatures here over the next 6 to 10 is going to be quite warm across much of the U.S. And as far as the 8 to 14 days, you can see very warm conditions across the eastern U.S. So this little bit of a cool down we got here coming over the weekend won't last, because we get into the middle and end of next week, into the following week, it's going to be very warm. In fact, the latest 90-degree temperature we've ever recorded here was back in 2007 on the October 9th. That's the latest we've ever hit 90. And if we get enough dry conditions to dry the soil out with this air mass in place, it's not impossible during the first week of October that we could see a 90. Best bet is that we'll probably see some 80-degree temperatures, but this is the kind of pattern that could support that. And you can see dry conditions are expected once we get in to the 6 to 10 day outlook, and as we go to the 8 to 14 day outlook, near to below normal precipitation as well. So it looks like it's going to be a decent weekend. Thanks for stopping by, and have a great day, a great weekend. Go Huskies, and 73s to all.